You're
guys,
trying
we have
so
a new
hard.
channel here. It's Alaska Sawdust and Splinters.
I was
it's
laughing.
mainly-
Hold on, honey. I was laughing when you said that. Go ahead.
Oh, that's fine. It's mainly just wood related stuff. Milling, firewood, pulling logs. We're clearing a bunch of ground here. You have all kinds of obstacles. So we'll just kind of take you along and see what you guys think. See if you can learn anything, or I can learn anything from you guys. But that's kind of my own little, not my own, but our family show, another channel. So but yeah, we're going to be cutting some 4x4s out of this little 4-foot log here. That's spruce. We know it's short. It's for an outhouse. The outhouse will be 4 feet by 4 feet. Probably 7.5 foot tall walls. Little pitched roof. So yeah, my son Hudson here, he'll be pretty much building the outhouse. We should have it done in a couple days. So we'll just show you how we do it. So we're pulling these trees off the land here we live on too, also. Right. So, and it's springtime. As you can see, it's beautiful white snow we have here right now. What is it, March or
it's like
April
4th?
It's crazy. Yeah, crazy, flying by. So we'd like to see some sun.
Yeah.
We'll warm up, thaw this stuff out.
Yeah,
so
we're kind of sick of wearing our caps.
So we're not waiting anymore. We're just going to get going and start milling. So we're going to put a level on the track. How is it?
Level.
Pretty level?
For that.
Hudson says it's pretty level, and he's picky, so
okay.
Fantastic. We covered this all winter. So I pulled choke. It's
What mill is this?
This is the Lynn. Oh, this is a Lynn lumber mill from Lebanon.
Eastern Oregon.
Oregon, no, down by Salem.
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah, on our other channel, this was under the big tarp. So there was a big tarp here. It was a real poop show. Anyway, sometimes you lick your wounds and you just wait till spring and you get going again.
Right.
We're not waiting for the snow. We'll be here all year.
No, we gotta get started.
I'd rather be milling than cutting firewood. Firewood you burn. Milling you build stuff with. Yeah, I'm excited. This mill's only been going, we only had it going a couple months before winter.
Yep.
So now it's going to be its full first season, so we'll see what we can do with it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to get a 4x4 out of this log, and I think I can also get some trim boards out of it too.
Okay.
So.
How'd you decide that though? Like, how did you?
Well, I measured across, and I noticed that the log itself right now is roughly 8.5 inches. Now, I got to take off roughly an inch for it to have 4 inches, you know, crossed right here. It's kind of hard to show, but.
Okay.
Anyway, so that determines can't have too much live edge on the 4x4.
True.
So.
What happens if you do have some live edge on your 4x4?
It's not square.
Oh.
The edges aren't square.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It's hard to nail off sheeting to it.
Sure.
You lose strength.
That makes sense. Okay.
What else?
So you don't want any of this.
Oh, I thought you were a builder. What do we pay you for?
You don't.
So you don't want any of this live edge when you mill. You want it just
as least as possible.
As least as possible, like they said, just so you can have material that is square.
And this blade is, we left this blade on from last year, so I have, I think, 25 blades I had sent up
Nice.
with this machine, but the guy in town here wants $25 to sharpen that blade, and so I decided, well, that means we're buying a sharpener.
Right.
And I want to learn to do it by hand with the hand jigs, just because I think it's a better
Right.
cut, a better
Sure,
sharpening.
sure.
The tooth doesn't get as hot. I don't know. I don't know
Now-
that much about it.
What do you think about your mill so far? Because you guys did do, sorry Hudson, I don't mean to be screwing up your shot. You guys did do some milling last year. What are your reviews so far on that mill that you got?
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had one before in Eastern Oregon, same mill, but this time I have we have the power raise and power lower. See, so you can go right here.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And you like that feature?
Oh yeah,
Nice. Okay.
for sure.
So far you've got pretty good reviews of this mill
also,
here.
I'd like to change this mill. Like leaves plenty of room to build onto it. You know what I mean? You could do a stand
Right.
up here and have your water up there, have your fuel up there, so it goes in there. You have a bigger fuel tank. God, what's that guy's name? He has a Len lumber mill, and he has bees. I watch his channel.
I don't know.
Anyways, he has one that he's customized, and it's a
nice.
sweet setup. Really
Okay.
sweet. He uses elevator shaft rails. I guess they're pretty darn true and straight.
Okay.
I never thought much of the track until you order some 20-foot sticks and you realize they're not they're not always square and true, let's say. So it's kind of like lumber. You
true.
got to manipulate it.
Right.
But
That's
this track's
true.
straight. It's straight. It's
Right.
good. We did good. And then we'll change it. We're going to build a sawmill shed so we can mill well into the winter. There's good firewood. Load that up.
Oh yeah. We will let that dry and use this for some firewood later. Okay, so we're going to show what the log measures so far. About 7 inches that way. And almost 9.5 that way. Okay.
We need to make some custom, like I said, this mill hasn't been going very long. We need to make some custom uprights here, log holders,
Right.
that compensate for the slack of this tube. Right? And so, well, it's a work in progress. Like I said, this mill you can add on to. Eventually we want to have like 30 feet of track.
Right.
Therefore you can do at least 26-foot board for something. We're gonna cut this puppy.
Well, I'm waiting for you guys to stop talking. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, here, son, I'll take that. There you go. I'll pass it to my boss. My boss is taking it over there. There you go. Is it very
So
square?
now we're just making sure it's square.
Yeah, that one did turn out nice. Roughly 6 inches there by 7 inches.
7 inches by
Yeah,
6.
6 by 7.
I'm smelling blood.
Okay.
Nothing
So it's square there,
I think so.
and it is square there. Perfect. Looks good. Okay.
So this is beetle kill spruce logs. You can mill green conifer spruce. I think there's a percentage of moisture you want to have in the lumber when you mill it. This is pretty dry, but we're only milling a few, you know, just enough boards for an outhouse and the siding. Short logs, not a big deal. So, but you can mill, you know, dry logs. It's going to be harder on your blade for sure. And I think too green is not good either. I don't know. There's a percentage of moisture I'm sure you want in the wood for optimum milling. I do know, like for the spruce, I mean the birch, the best time to take the trees down is really right before the sap starts running. And we have taken down quite a few like that. It works out real well. Works good for firewood too. But I also learned, sidebar, that the sap adds to the BTUs in the wood burning.
So the sap actually in the birch wood makes it burn hotter?
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy.
That's what this old timer told me.
Huh. That's a
Well,
good
this
tip.
younger old timer told me.
Yeah, he's not too much older than
Hey. Okay, this older, younger old timer that's
youngster.
been here for like 40 years. I guess an old timer told him that. And but I tell you, boy, you better get it down. If you cut it like that, you need to get it down, cut it, split it, stack it, and in a wood shed where it has good ventilation.
Right.
And I bet that would be good wood 2 years later.
Right.
This stuff, when the sap's out of the wood, it dries out real quick, and you can burn it that fall.
Right. Right.
So, and it makes great firewood like that too. So.
Nice. Those are good tips.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Hudson, so you got done milling your log, and what came out of that log?
Well, the main thing is we got a 4x4 out of it,
Ooh.
and that's good. That's the 4x4 by 4.
Nice. Very nice.
And
Very
then we
pretty.
also got a 2x6 out of
Okay.
it, and a few trim boards that I use for my
nice.
cabin trim.
Ooh, so nice. That's great. Neat to see it go from a log to some lumber. Hudson's also filming this for his channel as well, which is Hanging with Hudson in Alaska. If you guys haven't checked it out, you should. Has some of our projects last fall on his channel that he helped build.